Hey guys, back at it with a weekly or bi-weekly makeup, and I just kind of wanted to share with you what I'm going to use or try and use for the most part for the next 2 weeks or so. So just as a little bit of a recap, these are going to be the items that I had in the last 2 weeks type of makeup everyday drawer. These are the things that I'm going to kind of put back into my collection so I can give other items a try. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I do like this, especially when I bake underneath my eyes. It does help it to, crease less because I do have some strong creasing under my eyes. But I figured I'd try and give that a break and put that away. I'll show you in a second, the products that I'm going to end up using. But again, I like that. The Revolution Matte Blush. I love this. I'm gonna, again, I feel like I use this a lot, so I'm gonna put it back into my collection. And it's definitely pigmented, so if you ever try this, again, it's like $5. I think it's worth the money for sure. You just got to kick off some of the excess. So that's going back into my collection. The Revolution Pro Illuminate. I like this Illuminate highlighter a lot. But again, I'm going to go ahead and just put it back into my collection. It's definitely a big pan, so it's going to last me a while, but I like it, but I'm just going to give it a break here. Same thing with the Ultra Bronze Bronzer, all from Revolution. I'm going to go ahead and put this back into my collection and try some other bronzers. But I know that I like this, so at least I know that if there's an epic fail this coming week, then I can always kind of bring it back out. The eyeshadow palettes here. This one I didn't get too much of a use out of this last week. But I'm actually going to go ahead and just... Oh, I don't want to blind you guys. Sorry. But I am going to put it back just because I have used it before, so it's not like it's new or anything. And I do like, the formula and everything, so I am going to just put it back in my collection. I'm going to go ahead and put this back as well because I have some other new palettes that I do want to try. But this is a good one, $10 if you do like e.l.f. shadows. Very pigmented, a lot of kick up, but you just kick off the excess. This Kat Von D Shade and Light, like eye contour. I've used a couple of times, but I'm going to put it back in my collection. Again, kind of like the e.l.f. one. It is very powdery when you kick it up. So you just got to kick off, you got to kick off the excess, but still very good, I think, for traveling purposes. So that one's going back into the collection. And the last one is the Winky Lux Kitten Palette. I use this probably once or twice because, again, on a daily basis, I don't use too much makeup. But it did stay on the eyelids. It didn't crease probably till like hours later, which I feel like would be expected, after a very long day. But I do like this. And again, I like the compactness of it. So just going back into my collection, not getting rid of any of this stuff. So that's that. I'm going to kind of try a different, sorry, I'm not sure why that's blurry, but I'm going to go try a different, what's the word, foundation. I'm going to put this back. I do like this. I like the natural finish. I'm not sure I like the whole cakiness of, full coverage, and I like that it has a pump, but it's going to just go back into my collection. We'll rotate it out. I'm going to put this in the collection, and again, I like this because it illuminates. I don't know that it blurs, and maybe it does. It may be also just a mixture of my skin routine and this primer, but we'll just rotate it out and try something else. And this Physicians Formula Insta Ready, I'm going to rotate that out. I do feel like this is very, very high coverage, kind of very heavy as well under the eyes, and I feel like with this weather, just being extra heavy, I don't know, there's something about it. I just want to try out something different and try this again, maybe in a couple of months or when it starts to get a little bit warmer. But again, not bad, very full coverage. All right, and so now let's just go ahead through the products that I'm going to be using for the next 2 weeks or so. let's start over here because there are some items that are going to be the same. And actually, let's start on this side. All the lip products are going to be the same as what we had in the last 2 weeks. This is the Lip Euphoria, ColourPop. That's a Revlon lip gloss. This is a Jordana lip liner, Jonte Blue lip liner. Let's see here, Jordana Sweet Creme Matte. Sorry about that. NYX Lingerie. I don't know if I ever showed you this, but I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was for $1, of course. The first time I came across this, and I probably don't think that they sell this settle anymore, which is probably why it was at the Dollar Tree. It was like $8 or so at Kmart when I used to work there. But I love this. It gives you just a little bit of a tint to your lips while also moisturizing them. Another NYX Lingerie, the lip liner. This is in the shade Baby Berry. This is in the shade Spice, and this is in Cabernet. So those are going to stay the same. We've got the L'Oreal lip stain as well, and then the EOS lip cream. Not lip cream, sorry. EOS moisturizer. So those will be the same because I didn't get a lot of use out of it, so I do want to continue to try and use them. And so let's go ahead and move on to this one right here. So for foundation, I'm actually going to pull out this Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth because I feel like it helps with my dry skin. This is actually probably the first foundation that I've really kind of gotten myself into as far as like with makeup and things. I really like the way it's on the skin, and I think with this winter weather, it's going to be good to have something that's, you know, a little bit more dewy looking, trying to combat the dryness. I'm looking to try and continue to use this Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. This is in the shade Fair, and this kind of reminds me of the Physicians Formula one because it's very thick. You don't need a lot. It doesn't have a pump. It is a squeezy tube, which I do like because I feel like you can control it just a little bit more as far as how much you're actually going to take out. So we're going to give that one a go again this month, or we're going to give that one a go this next 2 weeks. As far as, I'll look at that in a second, but as far as primers, I'm going to be trying out this e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. Again, just everything we can do to combat any sort of dryness this month. So we'll try this out, and these are very inexpensive. I like that it does have a pump, and it's lasted me a while anyway. You know, trying to rotate, but still, it does last a while. Another type of oil actually that I want to use, I did get this one time. It was on discount. I kind of bought a lot of things from Physicians Formula when they were on kind of a discounted price. This is a Physicians Formula argan oil, and it's not only good, I don't have the packaging anymore, but it's not only good for your hair, but it's good for your face too. So just again, extra hydration. So I'm going to try and do that and use that one. And then we have Physicians Formula Cover Toxin. This is Wrinkle Therapy Face Powder. So I did want to give this a go because I want to see if this helps with wrinkles under the eyes, and maybe just because it's not a, you know, loose powder that it's going to work. So I want to try that a little while as well and see how that goes. A lot of these items are going to be the same. This is going to be the MAC pencil in Spiked. I like this one. I had this in my weekly makeup drawer 2 weeks ago, but this, I didn't use it, so I want to try and go ahead and use this Beauty for Real Eyeline 24-hour liner in Whiskey. For my brows, I'm going to try and use this up because I feel like I'm getting to the end. This is the brow tint in Medium. Sorry guys, I'm on my phone. It's not what's it called? Auto focusing. That's okay. So that's going to be the brow tint that I'm going to use. These two mascaras are going to be put in here again because, again, I just want to use them up. This is the Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. and this is the IT Cosmetics Superhero. Now, I don't know if I told you before in the last one, I could definitely tell that the Lights Caramel Lashes is more of a wet formula, and so it does transfer more than the Superhero by IT Cosmetics. I used this the other day and realized that it transferred to my lower, like where I put my concealer at, and it was very hard for me to wipe it away. The Superhero is a little bit drier. I do think I like that better, but again, they have the same type of bristles, which I think works for me. So I'm just I can't talk, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to use them up at this point because they're sample size. The mascara that I am going to try that's new, though, is the Tarteist Pro mascara that we got in our BoxyCharm this month, which you'll have already seen. I didn't get a chance to use this last week or the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to try and use this. This is the Butter London Smoke Stick Flash Fusion. One is the highlighter area, one is the smoky area. So I want to try and see if I can give that a try. And then the same thing from the last 2 weeks is the Spray Set and Go. This one, again, I like to use when I wet my brushes for shimmery shades. And this is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Again, it doesn't matter how much I shake this one up. I still get glitters all over, but I really don't think I mind it. Again, though, it's the only one I have right now, so it's kind of perfect for me to use right now. So we're going to go ahead and move up to this area here. These palettes you would have seen in a Target haul. I got them from Marshalls and TJ Maxx, though. Actually, I think Marshalls. You might have seen it by now, you might not have, but here's just like a little bit of a sneak peek. These are Ellen Tracy palettes. This is a blush and highlight collection palette. And it looks like this on the inside. These are very inexpensive, $4.99 for all of these shades. I feel like it's perfect to try and mix and match, because like this would be too dark on its own. This might be too light or too, I don't know, just different. So being able to kind of mix it will be perfect. So I want to give that a go. And I want to try 8 Days of Bronzer. Again, same idea. For $4.99, you get 8 different bronzers. A lot of them end up looking shimmery, so I might even use some of these as more of an eyeshadow. But, maybe mixing this one looks a little more warmer tone. This one looks a little more cooler tone. Things like that. So, like this one here. It's a little shimmery, so I don't suppose for me this would be a bronzer. But in any case, $4.99 for all of those I think is perfect. And it may be like the brand Profusion, where they start out in, Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and then they end up in bigger drugstores, because that's how Profusion, I feel like, ended up being. I'm going to go ahead and show you the eyeshadow palettes. These are both Icon by Absolute. I put the title of them. So this is Twilight, and this is Exposed. And this is what these palettes look like. The bottom one here, I believe that's Twilight, is going to be more bronzy. I did try this out. It is very pigmented, so I do want to continue to try them and see what I think about them. And the Exposed, that's Exposed, and that's going to be kind of more cool tone, more pops of color. So I want to be able to try and give those a go these next 2 weeks. I feel like they're going to be very good. And again, they come with the, sorry if you heard that vibration. I think I got a message coming in. But they come with brushes, so I feel like it's perfect for travel. And the last shadow palette that we're going to try out for the next 2 weeks is going to be the All About Eyes. This is by Style Essentials. Again, this was something that I had gotten from Marshalls, I believe. Very inexpensive, and it kind of reminds me of a Morphe palette or I realized a BH Cosmetics. I think it's going to be very good, but I do want to give these a go to see, how they're going to perform. Seem nice so far, so I do want to try that out. And I feel like it's more of an everyday type of palette, because they don't have too many pops of color, and it's something you can just kind of wash over your lid or your crease. And while we're at it, we'll just go over the highlights and blush that I'm going to be using. So we'll start with this one first. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I like this. Very, very inexpensive. And it is just like what everybody says. It's a very natural glow from within type of highlighter. And I am going to try and, continue to use this. I do like it. It doesn't seem too powdery on the skin. It just seems perfect, especially with if you have a lighter skin tone. This is my go-to so far. At least the one or two times that I've tried it, I do like it. So I guess it's not my go-to if I only tried it a couple of times. But the other one is this Revolution Strobe Highlighter. This is in the shade Moon Glow Lights. And I'm going to try it. I don't know. I got this when I was in Miami in October. I kind of picked something up. I kind of picked this up when I was going to pick up my birthday gift, and I don't know, it felt weird kind of just going in there saying, oh, it's my birthday, can I have my gift? So I kind of bought this. It was $6. It seems nice so far. I don't know if it's going to be too light for me, but I'm going to go ahead and try that. And if you remember maybe a few videos back, I was talking about the Allure Beauty box that I tried out. It took me a while to actually get all of my 2 boxes. And then finally, and I never, recorded a video because I just felt like it was too late, but I actually did get my first box that was on a discounted price along with the Tarte blush. This is in the shade Seduce. So I'm really excited because people say that this does last on the skin for a very, very long time. And the shade just seems like a nice nudie pink. To be honest, I feel like they all look the same in the pan. That's just me though. But I'm excited to give that a go and to try that out. It's nice and cute. I like it. So that's going to go ahead and complete what I plan to use the next 2 weeks or so to get a feel for and see what works for me and what doesn't. If you like this video, I'd like it if you would subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video as well. Give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What is, some go-to makeup products that you enjoy that maybe I don't have here? I'd love to know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, guys.